Are you ready, kiddies? We're doing a SpongeBob conspiracy theory video. Now, this is we don't usually do anything like this. It's usually like weird relationships and reality TV. But this is going to blow your mind, okay? It's going to be crazy. Just stick with me and watch it. There's some crazy conspiracies about SpongeBob SquarePants, and I'm excited about it.
Wait a minute. One question. Does this include the guy from 90 Day Fiancé?
No.
The real Squidward's not in this.
Freaking Gino, yeah.
Gino. I couldn't think of his name. It doesn't include
the secret of the Krabby Patty, though. We're going to figure out the secret of the Krabby Patty today, baby.
Correct! The Bikini Atoll nuclear radiation theory. It's been confirmed that Bikini Bottom is actually beneath a real-life place called Bikini Atoll. From 1946 to 1958, the United States did nuclear tests there.
Dang.
The theory states that the reason why the citizens of Bikini Bottom can talk and have formed advanced societies is because of mutations caused by these nuclear tests.
Oh my God. That's a theory right there. Okay, nukes. That's what we got to figure out why the characters of SpongeBob. But it's not just because it's a kid's cartoon and that would be the way. No, there's reasons.
Today we're going to be solving the biggest mysteries in the history of
the
SpongeBob
evolution theory,
SquarePants and changing the way you look at the entire show.
Oh my God. I'm about to have my mind blown.
You know, it could just be that all animals in this world are able to talk, and that's completely normal because at the end of the day, SpongeBob is still just a cartoon. Well, if we take a look at Season 10, Episode 10, Feral Friends.
Uh-oh. It's going to get deep, Dane. We're going through the episode numbers and everything. It's going to be serious. So we got to figure out how the SpongeBob world works. Can all the animals talk, or is it just the ones here in Bikini Bottom?
Green Moon appears and transforms all the characters into less cartoony, real-life versions of themselves.
Whoa. I remember this episode. Oh, no. It turned them into a freaking regular... Oh, they crawled away.
Been monitoring the behavior of the Green Moon all day. It is called Neptune's Moon. Every 100 years, it de-evolves everyone in Bikini Bottom.
Every 100 years, it
de-evolves. Bruh. They're evolved.
Okay.
They've evolved.
That makes sense.
My God.
Found in my television theory. It was about humans studying fish in Bikini Bottom because of their intelligence.
Land-loving scientists have tried to learn the secrets of intelligence.
All right. Are you keeping up so far?
Yeah. Neptune.
My mind's getting blown right now. Yeah, Neptune's moon and evolution.
Then, in the SpongeBob 20-year anniversary special, SpongeBob's Big Birthday Blowout, SpongeBob and Patrick take a tour of the surface world and eventually go to a fish store and see some very realistic, less evolved fish.
Wow, yeah, they go out and see some normal fish.
Is that Nemo?
They found him. He's blue now.
They can't talk back to SpongeBob and Patrick, and they're actually able to swim freely through the water instead of being affected by gravity. They are clearly showing us that both evolved and primitive fish exist in this universe at the same time.
So are you at the point where you're watching and you're like, it's just a cartoon show, man. What are you talking about?
I feel where you're going.
Bro, this is just the evolution. Like, we got the evolution part, and then there's a war that happened, apparently, and then the part where things get really dark.
The third SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run. The movie opens with a coral reef full of these realistic primal fish, but eventually we get to Bikini Bottom where the more evolved fish live. So there you go, direct proof that the citizens of Bikini Bottom are uniquely evolved.
Do you think, like, the creators of the show ever considered any of this? Or if it's kind of like a Five Nights at Freddy's thing to where, like, everybody just made it up, and then the creators are like, yeah,
we'll roll with it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'll add that in. Yeah.
Theory confirmed.
Confirmed.
We did it. Woo!
Confirmed.
Hold on for a second. As much as I'd love to call this theory complete.
Why does it keep showing this gross SpongeBob?
Right.
Something I've never seen anyone else bring up when talking about this theory. Prehistoric Bikini Bottom.
Prehistoric!
We've seen episodes like UGG or SB129.
Oh, that's where the freaking UGG. That's where that meme came from, where SpongeBob's like, I love that meme.
So, how are we seeing these evolutions millions of years before the Bikini Atoll tests? Well, unfortunately, I think the only conclusion is that the Bikini Atoll theory just isn't true.
Debunked! Oh my God! I don't know what to think anymore. Is it real or not?
It's just a cartoon show, man.
Wow. What really caused the evolution?
What caused
it? In the entire show, the only thing we've seen that directly affects the evolution of characters is the Green Moon and Feral Friends.
Hey, that's not true, is it, though? Doesn't, like, Neptune do some stuff eventually?
I don't know, does it?
That's King Neptune. Let's just watch. Let's see.
French narrator specifically calls it Neptune's moon.
Neptune's
called Neptune's moon.
Neptune's moon, right?
King Neptune is a character who's been around since the beginning of the sea. He's a character who the Bikini Bottom citizens view as their god. And he's a character who has the ability to change fish into other forms.
That's what I'm talking about! Yeah! He changes people with his magic stuff. He turned him into a human. Wow. He also changes himself because Neptune looks like... like 3 different looks.
Now, I could spend this entire video talking about King Neptune and his weird continuity and contradictions in the show.
Look at the different looks. Look at all. He keeps changing, dude.
I'll save that for another theory. What is the relationship between evolved fish and primitive unevolved fish?
Relationship? They got a reality TV show about that? I don't know.
I was gonna say, probably not much. I don't think they hang out.
Well, they probably just peacefully coexist in the sea without bothering each other. You know, just like real-life humans and animals. Wait a second.
Oh my God! The war!
After this is all said and done, Ken, I don't know if I'm still gonna be Landlubber's team anymore. You know what I mean?
You gonna be on the swashbuckler side, or whatever you call the sea legs? Get your sea legs. So the theories are that nukes caused it, but then if they had the primitive thing in that one episode, the Neptune, who has been around for forever, just did it. If we just remove that one episode, then yeah, Bikini Bottom, it's nukes. Yeah,
true.
Anyway. All right, so the war. Let's get to the war. I'm sure they've talked about that a lot in the cartoons.
Yeah. Are you ready, kid?
Didn't Mr. Krabs go to war? I've watched a lot of SpongeBob, okay? I watched a lot of cartoons.
After the war, Krabs stayed secluded in a deep depression that seemed endless.
Like, what war happened in Bikini Bottom?
Yeah.
They just...
Yes, yeah, because it's like why he started the whole Krusty Krab thing, yeah.
Let's remember in Feral Friends, some of those de-evolved fish were massive compared to the evolved fish.
I remember that, yeah,
and
yeah.
they immediately started attacking each other. So yeah,
They all
in order for
fighting
the
crap.
Bikini Bottom citizens to survive and expand,
They had to kill the fish off.
Well, through the few flashbacks we get, we know that Mr. Krabs served in the Navy.
Yep,
And yes,
yep.
they were sailing ships on an ocean, even though they're already underwater. This is actually a real-life phenomenon where certain parts of the sea can have a higher level of salinity, and it looks like an underwater ocean.
I just learned something.
I did too. That's kind of cool, actually. I want to see that.
I don't know. I hope it doesn't have that freaking creepy tentacle hiding in it like every time you see it.
With a mist.
Then if we took a look at Mr. Krabs' home, we see it is full of memorabilia from his past days in the Navy. But hidden within here is something that will absolutely blow your mind. Hanging there on his wall is a picture of a massive whale next to a ship.
Oh!
You don't think that could be...
A whale!
Pearl's mother?
What?
Did Mr. Krabs kill Pearl's mother and then adopt her?
That would be savage. Wow. Mr. Krabs.
Is that where we're about to go with this? Because he had a freaking harp. I saw the harpoon on the wall when they were zooming in. Got a lot of hooks and stuff, like a lot of weaponry, you know, used against fish.
Pearl is Mr. Krabs' whale daughter. The show never really explains how a crab can be the father of a whale, but
Yeah,
most
it doesn't
people
make
just
sense.
assume she was adopted.
I always thought it was weird. And whenever I was a kid watching the show too, I was like, why does he have a whale daughter? Okay, she doesn't have like maybe like a whale with pinchers or anything. It's not like a cross. It's just a straight up whale.
We see 2 photos of this whale on a ship in season 3, episode 9.
Wait, is that just? That's like a kid's drawing of like the whale. Is that a dead whale? The ship's flying in the air? Or maybe she's like, this is a picture of my mom. Like Pearl drew it, maybe.
The picture clearly shows them fighting. Not only does this prove that there was a war between evolved and primitive fish, but Mr. Krabs definitely fought in it. But
I mean, I don't know if it proves anything. We'll say that it does, though. We'll say that it does. Yeah, they fought the primitive fish. Yeah.
this also implies something very dark. Mr. Krabs killed Pearl's mother.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Why did Mr. Krabs go into such a deep depression after the war? Because he's haunted by what he's done. And the smoking harpoon to prove it is right there on his...
It's the harpoon, Dane. I told
Not
you.
like this, Mr. Krabs. Not like this.
But what if the mom whale was a normal whale and had a whale baby? Then why would it have been Pearl? Like she's the evolved form, right? Yeah. Why
After
did he
he
adopt?
killed her mother, he probably
God.
realized she had an infant daughter who had the evolutionary genes. Instead of leaving her to die, he adopted her as his own.
No, that's convenient. She just happened to be evolved. Okay.
I wonder if Pearl's
gotta be-
mom, you know what I'm saying, she might have messed around with old Neptune every now and then, you know what I mean? Prayed up to the stars.
You know what I mean? This maybe would have happened in old Neptune. All right, some of that's a pretty big reach, but I'm down to follow it. Let's see where it goes.
Don't worry, there's still time for this theory to get even worse. Now's your chance to remove yourself before things get really dark.
Really dark. What's more dark than that?
Here's another fun question. Where do the citizens of Bikini Bottom get their food?
Dun, dun,
Look,
dun.
it's kelp, okay? It's kelp. Oh, wait. We're about to get into the Krabby Patty secret formula. What's in the Krabby Patties? I think, okay, I'm gonna just guess where this is going. Mr. Krabs fought in the war. He's super depressed. Nobody knows where the Krabby Patty formula comes from except for Mr. Krabs, right?
Right.
So do you think Mr. Krabs is feeding the war victims to the people of Bikini Bottom? The fish that he killed in the war, he's out there. Or even the whale, he's just out there like... God, he's feeding Pearl's mom to Pearl and a Krabby Patty.
A lot of
chicken.
meat-based food under
That's
the
a chicken.
sea.
I know where chicken
where
comes
I'm going
from.
with this. The Bikini Bottom citizens eat primitive fish. In season 3, episode 13, we see direct proof of this when the characters go fishing for primitive clams.
Direct proof.
Direct proof.
And then there's the chum bucket, which sells chum.
That
chum. Chum is literally just ground up fish. The show isn't even hiding this.
Yeah, yes, okay, all right. So maybe it's nothing to do with the war. Maybe they just like literally just farming fish.
They're cannibals.
Keeping it on the DL, you know, with the whole cannibalism thing. But there is one secret to making food that is kept more secret than anything in Bikini Bottom.
Krabby Patty.
The best kept secret in the entire show. Krabby Patty's secret formula.
God.
Sometimes it's a secret formula, sometimes it's a book, sometimes it's a secret sauce, and any glimpse we get of the formula is just random nonsense. There is a ton of contradictory evidence out there.
It's all a bunch of red herrings for the dark secret, Dane.
Even one of the SpongeBob crew members once said that Krabby Patties are vegetarian and contain no meat.
No meat in the Krabby Patty. Okay, all right.
Also said that they're not allowed to show fish as food, except they clearly do with chum, clam fishing, and all the many, many gags where fish turn into food. It's almost like they're not allowed by Nickelodeon to publicly acknowledge this because that could create a controversy.
Whoa! Oh, and that's where we're going, man. They're fish. They're feeding fish to people.
We never really see Mr. Krabs get the meat delivered, or at least go out himself to get it. It's almost like he has all the meat he needs stockpiled somewhere.
Yeah.
What primitive meat can Mr. Krabs have?
He's got it stockpiled.
Something big enough to supply him with meat for years without needing more. Mr. Krabs is using Pearl's dead mother's carcass to make Krabby Patties.
Mr. Krabs.
No! I actually thought they were like, after I said that at the beginning, I was like, no, that's kind of dumb. They just gotta be talking about like they have like a, out there somewhere they're farming animals or farming fish, you know. But no, okay, they're going with the mom thing. Okay, hooray!
Season 1, episode 15, Sleepy Time. Mr. Krabs has a dream that he's on a boat fishing for a massive dollar. This is his memory of killing Pearl's mother.
It's the mighty Moby Dollar!
Moby Dollar!
Dollar.
Moby Dollar!
A story about
which was
hunting a whale.
He only sees his money now.
That is the evolution theory. I warned you guys this would be a dark
the evolution
one.
theory.
The Bikini Atoll theory.
I mean, you can connect the dots there. I mean, it's some of it's a bit of a stretch still, but still, just, you know.
The proof is clear cut, Ken. Very clear cut.
Oh my God, this comment right here makes it even worse. The theory of Pearl's mother being used to feed fish for years has some basis in reality. When a whale dies, her corpse sinks to the seafloor and is scavenged by a wide variety of species. This is called a whale fall and can sustain a mini ecosystem for years. Well, that was a good old Alex Bell video. We dove in and sat there and went along for the ride, and I don't know how to feel about it. If you guys enjoyed it, I guess, leave a comment, leave a like, do all that cool stuff. Check out Alex Bell's channel, of course. Then if today's your birthday, happy birthday to toast my friends, and I love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.
All right, hear me out. Hear me out. Death battle. Mr. Krabs at full fighting potential versus, say, Batman.
I got my money's on Mr. Krabs.